Hi everyone, Kareen Erbe here with Broken Ground, and I'm actually in my front yard, which I don't spend a lot of time in because there is a lot of traffic that goes by, but I wanted to show you what has happened this year because of the voles, just so that you understand what you might be up against. But because we've had such a snowy winter, the height of the snow has kind of enveloped, multi-stemmed shrubs, in particular Nanking cherries. And I'll show you the damage that they've caused and then explain what to do about it. All right. So here you can see how the voles have stripped these branches of all of the bark. So you can see, right, normally there's this bark on the Nanking cherry shrub, but they've stripped off most of this. And you can see that they've stripped it all the way up here because the snow got that high, right, if not higher, and they were able to kind of burrow in there and nibble on all my Nanking cherries. And unfortunately, in this situation, when it's completely what's called girdled around the whole branch, you cannot really save it, and it will not come back because sap can now not flow up through these branches. So what you have to do, unfortunately, is you have to cut all of these branches back. So in this case, I'm looking at losing a shrub that was quite high. So it's a big bummer, but so it goes in the homesteading world. But I just wanted to show you that. So what I'll do is I'll cut below the wound, and then hopefully, it should re-sprout, right? Because the root system is still alive. So this is definitely something, a good lesson for me in terms of I need to get on top of the voles. I'm allergic to cats, so it's hard for me to have a cat. We have a lot of birds too, and I don't necessarily want to be responsible for killing a lot of birds by introducing a cat. But this year is going to be really looking at what we can do about the vole situation, because clearly they've gotten a little out of control. But yeah, in the case where a rodent has stripped around a tree entirely, has girdled a tree entirely, or has stripped the bark and girdled the stems on a shrub, you don't have much choice. There are some bridges that you can do in terms of a tree, in terms of trying to get that sap to flow again. Not something I want to go into right now here, but in the case of shrubs that have been girdled, you just have to cut those branches back and hope that the whole thing resprouts. Sets you back a few years for sure. It's a bummer, but so it goes in homesteading life, in terms of what we confront. If there aren't failures, I like to say, you're just not trying hard enough. So let me know if you have any questions, and yeah, I hope this doesn't happen to you, but definitely because the snow has been so deep this season, I'm not surprised if I see a lot of damage in the food forest, in addition to seeing this on clients' properties. So you are not alone. All right, take care. Bye.